glad that you joined us today for 5-Minute Church. I believe that the word that Amber has for us today will impact your life. But first, let's listen to Anna's story.
I had known my whole life that God loved me, and I never really came to a point that a lot of people talk about, the extreme point where they just say, I give up, I don't think he's there, he's not listening, I don't know what to do. I was in a lot of pain in my life. I've experienced a lot of rejection and a lot of hurt, a lot of things changing. I've come across many handicaps in my life as well, a lot of things that just led me to believe that I wasn't good enough and that life was just not going to be easy for me. And I never doubted God the whole time. I knew he was there, I just never knew how to connect to him. I just never had a common ground with him. I just always thought, he's up there, I'm down here, I don't know, I don't see how I can talk to him. And I had the church experiences I had had before were kind of overbearing and strict, and I did not feel, I guess I felt welcome, but I did not feel a part of it. And Transformation House just kind of changed all of that for me. And people were so nice to me right from the beginning, and so I knew right away this is where I belonged and this is where I wanted to be. And I've been there ever since last summer, and I love it, and I would not trade it for the world. And a lot of times, Transformation House is the only place where I feel welcome and I feel like nothing can go wrong. When I'm in a life plagued by uncertainties and everything falling apart and I don't know what to do, I know that God is there for me, and God reached out to me through these amazing people.
When you hear about David and his giants, you usually hear about Goliath. But that's not the only giant that David had to face. He just didn't call them giants, or we wouldn't have called them giants either, because they weren't big like Goliath was. However, he did face giants. They were just in the form of friends, family members, people inside his circles. Have you ever had enemies that was right inside of your camp, that was right inside of your circle, trying to destroy you? When I look at a giant in David's life, I look at King Saul. King Saul was a man that really loved David, and he was his mentor, his friend. King Saul called David his son. That love for David quickly turned to hate when David started to become really successful. In 1 Samuel 16:1, the Lord goes to Samuel and he tells him to go to Jesse of Bethlehem and anoint one of his sons to be king. Saul was going to be rejected as king, and David was going to be the new king. That was the promise. That was fact. That was the dream. But we have to realize that our dreams are so much bigger than our dream killers, and it won't work. Whatever your enemies in life are trying to throw at you or trying to put in your way, any obstacle, it won't work. Because 1 Samuel 16:1 was David's promise. You just keep pushing. You let him watch. You trust God's plan. You remember your 1 Samuel 16:1 in your life, and you remember the promise. In 1 Corinthians 16:9, it says, "For a great and effective door has been opened for me, and there are many adversaries." It doesn't say there may be many adversaries. It says there are many adversaries. That only tells me that at the moment of a great door opening in your life, enemies are going to be there. That don't show me a sign of mourning or being upset. I can rejoice in that time knowing that God's purpose is still going to prevail in my life, and I'm still going to meet my destiny if I just walk through the door. The only way to defeat these giants in our life, don't get so caught up on your enemies or your haters or whatever you might call them. God is going to take care of them because God is going to take care of you. And why? Because he has a plan for your life that's far greater than what's right now. And he's going to make sure that that succeeds simply because he's a God that will not lie. Your dream is so much bigger than your dream killers.
You probably know someone who's facing a giant themselves, and maybe you are. If so, I pray this word has been encouraging to you. You can help make a difference in someone else's life. Would you please share with your friends this link? Would you let them know about 5-Minute Church? And would you check out our website? On the donate page, you can find other ways that you can help financially and in other ways. We would love to hear from you. Please let us know if this has been a blessing to you. You can contact us through our website, greenvilletransformation.org.